Hey guys, Lex the Gray here. Welcome back to another video. I want to make a Death to Space character. Now, this character will be shelved after this. I just want to get used to this engine, Death in Space, which is a cousin of the Borg series, I would think. Now, um, this is my first time going through the book thoroughly. I believe I did a video about this book, just going through it, skimming through. But I really want to make one that want to make a video about the character creation process so that if I decide to do a sci-fi and a sandbox sci-fi in the future, solo play, I can have a solo character ready to go. Now let's go ahead and jump right into the character creation process, which starts off on page 12, which is not too far out. So, character creation. Okay, so besides the, hope you guys can see it. I did get a new camera along with hopefully a better microphone. We have four abilities. We have body, dexterity, savvy, and tech. Now, the two that confused me at first was savvy and tech, but I think savvy is more on the line of intellectual, and tech is just general technology. So it says here, savvy is perception, intuition, psychological resistance, piloting, sparecraft. Tech is understanding operating technology, range attack. So these two, not being judgmental on this, but perhaps are could be fused into one, just savvy. But we'll go with the rules in this one. Because piloting a spacecraft can be savvy, also understanding the tech, understanding the ship, how to fly it. But it is a knowledge of the ship, so I mean, it's a mixture of both. But let's keep moving. So these are the four abilities, generating the ability values. For each ability, roll 2d4, one at a time. The value is the first roll minus the second. Alternatively, you can roll two different d4 colors at the same time, counting one color as a positive as the other as a negative. Okay, so as usual, let's do a blue as a positive, red as a negative. I'll have them standing up at 4 to start, and then we'll get the cup here. Okay, so let's bounce this around. This first one will be for body. So 4 minus 3, that's plus 1. Okay, next will be for dexterity. All right, so we have 2 minus 1. That's another plus 1. Interesting. So next is for savvy, which I think the last two are more relevant for this game. 2 minus 1 again, so we're looking at plus 1. For savvy, a fairly simple character. And get at least a little more bounce on this one. 3 minus 2 plus 1. That is hilarious. We have a plus 1 down the board. I want to keep those dice right here. Origins. An origin of anything from a different alien species to someone with opinions and a mohawk. Starting from our description, decide on how you want to interpret yours and how you fit into the setting. So we have to roll or choose your origin, one of the following. So I think this is a D6, looks like. I'm going to roll for it, make this character uh, random. 3, so our character is a punk, okay, rebellious and nonconformist with a long history. They have seen civilizations collapse and others turn against each other. Stubborn, you never give up. Reroll any dice roll once per session. That's very interesting. Green thumb, you know everything about planets and what to use them for. Plants, sorry, plant. That'll be a hell of a perk. Planets. I'm looking at a planet from a distance, and light year, and oh look, yeah, I know exactly what that planet is for. So you start with a pocket greenhouse and some random seeds. Interesting. So the character sheet here says we're a punk. Okay. And then origin benefits. Reroll any dice once per session. Reroll dice per session. So basically, in my realm here, my videos, it would be once per video, essentially. And the other one is going to be green thumb. So botany, basically. Plants, what to use them for. You start with a pocket greenhouse of some seeds. I'm going to put plant expert. Okay. All right, so that is the origin. Next is, as you can see, that this Death in Space has a bit more to the character creation process compared to the other board games, and I admire that. Next is background, which I will skip this over a bit. To determine your background, trait, drive, and looks, re-roll or choose one of each of the from the tables, or invent your own. These help determine who you are and add color to your player character. Finally, give your character a name, which there is a name, I think, listed in the back here. Nope, there's not. I thought there was. Might be in the back. NPC generator. Yep, so we'll skip to that in a second. I do like how the tables have their own page index. That is good. So we'll do D20 for D20 rolls pretty well. I'll just do a hand roll. Landed on 12. So our background is going to be a asteroid driller. That sounds interesting. So background asteroid driller. And then, gosh, my writing at this angle is terrible. Next is trait. 16. So rough. Okay. Next, we're going to have the drive. 15. To never be alone. Okay, that is actually really good. So where's the drive at? So never be alone. Sounds like a 2000s boy band title, song title. Never be alone. Let's see. Okay, never be alone. Next is going to be character details and looks. Let's give them more roll this time. There we go. 11. It goes to 11. So our looks, we have layers of black fabric. Black fabric. Wrapped loosely. Okay. Three character details. Now, I see there's three lines. Does that have to... Am I rolling more for that? Oh, okay. No, I don't. It's just three lines for some reason. Next is going to be past allegiances. 4. Some still wear... Let's see. Let's see what past allegiances... There is some... There's a description for this table here. So, some still wear their war uniforms, while others do all they can to forget. Roll or decide your allegiance during the Gem War. Who are you today? What happens when you were pushed about the past? I rolled which actually wasn't supposed to. It's a d6. So, 1, an idea. You held some value, faith, science, or something else higher than war or strife. You made compromises but kept away from fighting. Okay, so pacifist, I guess? An idea. So passive allegiances. Where are you hiding at? I don't see that on here initially. Past allegiances. There it is, right in front of me. An idea. So, science, you held some value, faith. science or something else higher than war. So, above war, like anti-war, like are we talking peace man kind of like a 70s hipster? Hmm. I'm gonna put anti-war. I that's just how I'm seeing reading that. Against war, peace, stuff like that. So kept away from fighting. Okay. I'll that might not be accurate as far as interpretation, but I'm gonna go with that. Anti-war, an idea. It's a little confusing to me, but I will roll with it. Hit points and defense rating. You start with 1d8 maximum hit points, so that's 8. When you rest, recover. Okay, so we start with 8, I think. 8, 1d8. Again, I don't know if I'm supposed to roll for it or just do 1d8 maximum points. When you recover, you can 1d8 plus body hit points. Okay. Am I supposed to roll a 1d8? You know what? Let me look into that really quick. Again, I am an amateur when it comes to RPGs. Okay. Obviously, I was mistaken. So you roll 1d8 when I learn. And look at that. I roll an 8. So I guess it worked out after all. Okay. 1d8 it is. Lucky me. All right. So 8 out of 8. Um, your defense rating is a measure of how well you can avoid damage. Your unarmored defense rating is 12, modified by your dexterity. You can increase it by wearing armor. Interesting. So I'm actually at 13. I like that. See, I like how this Borg related family, in the Borg family, I guess, this game has a DR, an AC essentially. I know some of the others don't. Okay, it looks like I think we're getting to items now. Starting gear and starting bonus. All right. Let's see here. Savings. Hollows are the most common form of currency, so that's our basically imperial credits in this world here. You start with 3d10 space spare hollows. Okay, so I do like that there's currency. I don't have, I think I have a d10 here with another one. Let's see, without having to rummage through my collection. Where's the other one? There's that one there. There's the other one. And I know I have one red. There is the other one. There it is. Okay, sorry about that. So I have these 3 different colors. I don't use D10s often with maze rats, that's obvious. So we're looking at, it says 3d10. So we have 5. So 14. Okay. So 10. So 19. 955. So 19. Where's the space hollow count? Space hollows. Here it is. 19. I'm guessing I put all these little squares. I do love this character sheet. It's actually really good. I'm happy I started out with 8 HP. Starting, okay, item slots. You have 12 plus body item slots. This is the number of items you can carry without negative modifications. Normal items take up to 1 item slot. Small items normally do not require any slot, whereas heavy or unwieldy items take up 2 or more slots. Okay, so 12 plus body, I have 13 basically. So I'll put a little line here for where I can kind of carry up to for now. For starting gear, roll or choose one of the starting kits at a personal trinket. Okay, so starting bonus. If the sum of your abilities is negative, which is not, we don't get that bonus item. And that's actually another good thing. If you start on the lower end, if you pull the short straw, you get a little kick to help you, a little perk. So I just noticed my camera has a tendency to focus in and out. I apologize about that. I don't think I have sufficient lighting in this place, but that's something I can't really correct right now. D6. Let's roll for it. I want to keep that randomness going. One, prospector. Hey, that kind of makes sense. I was a asteroid miner driller. Okay, so a handheld. Oh, you know what? You guys can't see it. I'm going to jump like this so you guys can kind of see off the fuck and my terrible handwriting. Let me get a little closer here. There we go. All right, so we have a handheld material analyzer. Analyzer. Whoops. Okay, now magnetic boots. That's good. Magnetic boots. So if we're doing a spacewalk, we'll be able to walk on the wing of the ship or the exterior of the ship. We also have breathing mask, 1d6 air minutes per air per use. Okay, so we have breathing mask. Oops, my head's poking the shot there. Again, I'm pretty far from my table. Let's fix that. All right, breathing mask. So 1d6. This breathing mask will be able to give us 3 minutes of air. Next, we have a container with engine grease. Okay, that's kind of random. Container, engine grease. All right. Now, that's it for the starting kit. Then we need a personal trinket, which is a D20. 16, a personal trinket, a digital travel brochure with exotic locations with a cracked speaker playing commercial messages. I love that. That's great. So basically, it's a digital brochure. Okay, digital brochure. Is this a small item? I'm not sure. I'm not sure this will take up if that will take up space. Personal trinket. I think it is a small item. I'm going to make that one. So let's put that down here. So digital brochure, exotic locations. Exotic locations. All right, music playing. That's hilarious. So it's like a Sky Mall kind of thing. All right, so I think that's it. It says that's all for character. And then you have the hub creation, which we could do. I have a sheet for that on the left. I just wasn't sure of how far we'll get with this, but let's just review here. So, oh yeah, we need a character name. Let's get that done. All right, I almost forgot about that. So let's go to NPC generators, so we can use a name just from the list here. I think that's going to be on the back. Contract generator. That's good to know. Requests, armor, weapons. Oh yeah, I didn't really get any armor or weapons. NPC generator. Okay, so let's do a full name, first and last name. The first name will be for the role. Bo. There's two parts to it. Okay. So Bo, and then I guess I'm gonna do D4, D6 for both these sections. I think Bo is my first name, so I'm gonna stick with it. So this will be our last name. Last name will be 7. Bo Nori. Okay. Bo Nori. Let's just do nickname Bo. That's fine. So we don't get any weapons. It doesn't. I don't see anything about weapons. Let's go back because that is really interesting. Unless I missed something or the hub gives us weapons, but starting gear bonus. Yeah, I don't see anything about weapons. Yeah, so I'm looking through here. Starting gear. I think the starting kit kind of drives. Let's see. Let's look at the starting kit. So emergency food rations. Yeah, each class is or starting kit's very different. The starting bonus, there's a weapon, a pistol. So we really have to salvage for weapons when we start. If I actually use this character in the future, personal trinket. All right, so let's do the hub creation. This is what got me interested in this game was the hub creation. So this is our character. I think the hub creation is a different sheet, but I'm just making sure I have everything right here. Yeah, there's no armor. I don't have anything on right now. I think my character is done. Next is the hub. So I'm not going to draw the actual whole hub here. There's a big part that you can draw it. I will worry about that if I do start with this character. But the hub is your home, your sanctuary in a tough universe. The crew starts with a station or a spacecraft. Power source, core functions, power source is OP. Hub type and frame, statistics, power source. Okay, so we have to go to here. First, choose your type of hub. You can start with either a station or spacecraft. I think a spacecraft is going to be my preferred type. All right, we'll do a spacecraft. Put that right here. So hub type is spacecraft. Then we have the difficulty rating for a spacecraft is 11. Max condition is 5. I'm guessing it's 5 right now. Fuel capacity is 4. Power engine. Okay. Defense rating is the ability to avoid critical damage. The condition is a measure of how the technologically sophisticated it is. Current state of disrepair. Fuel capacity, frame integrity, tracks damage to it is 100% for an unarmed spacecraft. Okay. So I think we're right here. 100%. The frame integrity tracks damage to it is 100% for unarmed spacecraft. Okay. Power source and output power. Note down the starting power source and its output power for your hub type. Spacecraft, standard chemical engine, slow, OP3. Okay, so power source is going to be slow, OP, output power is 3. All right, and then the power source is going to be standard chemical engine. Standard chemical engine. Output power limits the number of modules the hub can support. Core functions do not cost output power, but each additional module has a power cost. The sum of the power cost for all modules must always be less than or equal to the hub's total output power. 3. All right, so modules, I think that's coming up next. That's a cool artwork. All right, so hub background. Your spacecraft has a different purpose before you got hold of it. So we're spacecraft. Roll or choose a background from the table. We'll do a d20 as usual. Roll it. 15. Was part of a renowned Eye Master squadron of the Union Alliance fleet. Okay, so where's the background at? All right, so we're gonna put down Eye Master squadron. Okay, of the Union Alliance fleet. Interesting. So narratively, that might have implications if we're in territories where there's a lot of pirates. I'm guessing if that's how the lore goes. I haven't read the lore exactly, but Eye Master Squadron of the Union Alliance. That is great. Now the appearance. I'm guessing in the hub Quark. So hub station. Okay, hub Quark. Oops, 6. You need to hit the controls in a certain way for the start the engines or generator. Okay, so like Han Solo's Millennium Falcon, so you just have to smack it and get started. The Quarks. Okay, so 6. Where are you? Hit the controls in a certain way. That's fine. That's fun. Okay, so hit controls a certain way to start the engine. Okay, playing the game. So that's it for the ship, I guess. The appearance, we didn't really get to that. Did I miss a page? Up Cork. No. I must have skipped a page. Honey got a driller. I don't see anything for appearance. All right, well, nickname, we'll roll a name, or I could have sworn there was a appearance section, but I guess not. That's all right. So nickname for the ship. Let's see. I already have one in mind. There are void points. Oh yeah, they're about full points. I forgot about that. There is this game has a thing called void points. When you fail a roll, you get one, and you can use it to for a perk. So that's one thing you acquire over time. Again, this game has a lot of safeties, a lot of handicaps, modules. So, like I said, I want to draw the ship later on, but the nickname of this ship will be called the Velocity. So, Velocity. All right, so that looks to be the ship itself. So I'm not sure if I missed anything, but yeah, that was pretty good. Again, I really like the character design. The hub is interesting. I will design that later on, but the Death in Space, the character sheet, I really like. Great design. You can even draw a portrait if you want. Player name. No weapons whatsoever. That's the really interesting part. I did not know about that. But in any event, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Was a pretty mundane video. And I'm going to hope to keep this. I'm going to probably use this in the future, but this will be on standby until I get an opportunity to play Death in Space. A one shot or like a really long campaign over time. Stuff like that. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.